Hi, I'm glad to be here today to talk about the application of blockchain technology in traditional finance and compliance. As you all know, blockchain, simply put, is a distributed ledger that records information and transactions across a network. It increases trust, security, transparency, and the traceability of assets shared across the network. It can also be used to track the ownership of a tangible asset like jewelry or an intangible asset like intellectual property rights. It can bring about efficiency and save time and cost. Even though blockchain is relatively new, it has in fact become a revolutionary technology, changing business and financial sectors. It can facilitate many commercial transactions and streamline some services. I'm sure many of you may already be familiar with the different use cases of blockchain across industries like healthcare or payment. Today, I will focus on the use of blockchain in traditional finance and compliance. Before jumping into blockchain in finance, I will share some insights on compliance aspects. As you know, I was previously a financial regulator and therefore am very interested in this area. The use of blockchain in compliance. Financial regulations from time to time can be very complicated. When I first learned about blockchain technology, I thought that blockchain technology and regulatory compliance seemed to be a match made in heaven. Financial institutions, for instance, must have good internal systems to monitor the business and manage risk. They have a lot of financial reporting obligations and need to send their data to relevant authorities. This could be a great challenge for firms which have many offices across different countries and therefore are exposed to multiple regulatory regimes and reporting obligations. Blockchain can streamline such process. It can automate data verification and reporting. Human errors can also be minimized in process. The benefits are significant, saving cost, improving accuracy, and avoiding mistakes. Other than reporting obligations, businesses often find it difficult to keep up with the pace and the complexity of regulation changes. For firms operating across multiple jurisdictions, the applicable financial regulations are already not easy to maneuver. And you can imagine now how it would be like with cross-border issues involved. Together with artificial intelligence, a powerful compliance tool can develop so that firms can have robust compliance systems. For example, the tools could also send some alerts to the firm about the regulatory areas that are most relevant to them for particular activity or transaction. Blockchain can keep a clear track record of all the regulatory steps from different offices and departments. It is amazing that the features of blockchain have tremendous use in the compliance realm. For regulators, automation facilitated by blockchain technology means they would have access to clean, accessible, real-time data. Both parties can point to data on the blockchain and say the transactions have undeniably taken place. This offers clarity to all parties because the information can be immediately verified. This promotes transparency, which is highly important from a regulatory compliance perspective. It can certainly help the regulators work in supervision and inspection. Blockchain can also be used to help detect market abusive activities. Sometimes those market manipulative activities are decided in a complicated manner, involving many different securities accounts, securities owners, numerous transactions, issuers, intermediaries, and different securities brokers. From time to time, these activities are created like a riddle, a maze, and the whole fraudulence network is like a huge spider web designed to prevent detection by regulators. Investigation in such cases will be difficult, but blockchain can help in the process. If blockchain is widely used in security transactions, it may facilitate regulators to uncover such activities, as the technology will create immutable records and transactions which will become more traceable. I've earlier talked about how blockchain lends itself to the improvement of the regulatory compliance process. But blockchain also lends enormous potential to the financial services industry. Of the many benefits, some important ones are improving transparency and security. Another important aspect of blockchain is improving efficiency generally in finance. For this, I will briefly talk about the use of blockchain, especially in insurance, banking, lending, trade finance, asset management, and capital markets. First, I will talk about the use of blockchain in insurance. I think one of the very interesting application of blockchain technology in financial services is in the financial insurance sector. For instance, blockchain is an enabler of smart contracts, which are increasingly used in insurance transactions. Insurance claims could be automated and processed with the use of smart contracts. You may have heard many people in the past complaining that insurance claims process can be particularly lengthy and tedious. With the deployment of blockchain and smart contracts, the process is a lot more streamlined nowadays. The smart contracts could set out the parameters as to when the payment should be made to the claimant upon the happening of certain events. The disbursement of insurance payments could also be automated. It improves customers' experience and also saves insurance companies a lot of costs. Insurance companies can also fully utilize blockchain technology when they onboard new clients, undertake the KYC AML procedures. For instance, since data is immutably stored on the blockchain, insurers don't need to spend huge amounts of resources and time to process and verify customers' data. In addition, partnering insurers may also share some information within a private blockchain so that the documentation authentication process will be much faster and secured with reduced risk and fraud. Use of blockchain in banking, lending, and trade finance. On the banking and lending front, blockchain has enabled improved operations efficiency, reduced counterparty risk. The whole process is significantly streamlined. Loans, mortgage, and payment services are part of the core services of the banking industry. In the past, substantial amounts of time and human resources were required in the area of KYC, AML, onboarding new clients, checking their credit score, repayment ability, the asset ownership, location of the collateral asset and their value. The approved time for a loan can now be shortened with the application of blockchain in the process. When it comes to international trade finance, without blockchain technology, the inefficiencies associated with documentation, administration, and settlement are obvious. The application of blockchain technology could facilitate the authentication of KYC AML documentations, reduce operational risk and counterparty risk. The entire process becomes very transparent with a very clear and reliable audit trail. Banking is always described in Chinese as 百業之母. Banking sector plays an important role in our financial activities. The improvement of efficiency, reducing the relevant risk in the banking process could greatly help and have a positive effect on other financial sectors. On the asset management front, blockchain technology, of course, could facilitate the areas I've just mentioned. It could make the fund administration more efficient and transparent. The underlying smart contract could also prescribe clearly the exercise of voting rights in any fund asset, ownership of fund units, or interest in other assets. This would mean greater governance and transparency for investors and stakeholders. Blockchain could also bring benefits to the development of the fund market. Certain funds, especially some private funds, like PE funds, have low liquidity. Since the blockchain technology could digitalize, tokenize, and fractionize a fund, it could improve liquidity and market access. Blockchain with the combination of artificial intelligence could bring huge benefits to the fund industry and investors. Automated asset management trading platforms could fully utilize these technologies and tailor-make investment solutions to investors. Lastly, let's talk about the blockchain use case in securities and capital markets. Due diligence is an important and necessary step in activities such as M&A and capital raising. If you imagine in the future that ownership of many assets are on blockchain, due diligence would not be as painful as now. Fraudulent accounting and misrepresentation of companies' assets could be detected at an early stage so that investors would not be easily tracked into investing in those companies. Although we may not yet be at the stage of widespread adoption of blockchain at this moment, some stock exchanges in different countries are using or considering the use case of blockchain. Stock exchanges are the marketplaces for listed stocks and financial products. They also have many different functions, ranging from approving listings, facilitating market development, and maintaining market integrity. Blockchain has the potential to improve the business operations of exchanges across a number of those functions. Blockchain technology may bring benefits of reduced trading fees, faster settlement, and clearing time. I've earlier talked about how financial regulators could supervise the capital markets utilizing the blockchain technology, so I shall not repeat here again. The use cases of blockchain in traditional finance are countless. When we strive for market development, market integrity is also very important. Blockchain also helps in compliance and the work of financial regulators. The benefits are there for us to reap and discover. Thank you.